Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to Module 8 of That's English. My name's Vanessa.
And I'm Tony. Today's program is called Making Your Dreams Come True. Hacer que los sueños se hagan realidad. And our topic is consumerism, el consumismo.
Why do we buy things? Why do we sometimes buy things that we don't need? Perhaps it's because we want to make our dreams come true.
We're going to meet our friends in the pub. Do you remember? They all work for a newspaper, The Echo. One of them, Tom, has bought a new car.
Watch carefully. Why has Tom bought a new car? He gives lots of reasons. See how many you can spot. Perhaps it's because he needs a car for his job.
Maybe. Or is it because his old car is too old?
Or is it for different reasons? Let's find out.
How's your new car?
It's fantastic.
A toy for a boy.
Louise, you ought to come for a ride in my car.
I would be embarrassed if I had a car that was so bad for the environment.
It's very fast.
I don't care.
And it's big. Do you know, I've always dreamed of having a car like that.
This car is a dream.
Yes. How did you know?
It's every man's dream. They see a car like this and they dream of driving it with a beautiful woman in the passenger seat. You know, most men only dream. They are frightened to drive a car like this. You see, it's safer to dream.
Yes.
You know, few men are brave enough to make their dreams come true.
It's a beautiful car, but
Turn on the stereo. Sounds great, doesn't it?
Wow! It's a beautiful car, but it's just a bit too expensive. Of course, if I had the money, I'd buy it.
Let's go for a drive. Just for a few minutes.
But I haven't got the money.
Just for fun.
Tom, the bank is happy to lend you the money for this new car.
Great. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's going to change my life.
Really?
It's going to give life meaning.
Tom,
Look at it. It's got class.
can I talk to you as a friend rather than as your bank manager?
Sure.
What the hell are you doing? This is a very expensive car. Do you know what the insurance on that thing will be?
Do you know how fast it goes? 135 miles an hour.
And what about petrol?
You're just jealous. You have your some days, but secretly you dream of this car. Greg, you have to be brave to make your dreams come true.
Then what happened?
I went to the garage to complain. I thought the car was under guarantee.
Didn't you read the small print on the contract?
I didn't read it carefully enough.
Ah, poor Tom. Is his dream turning into a nightmare?
Well, we'll find out later. First, let's look at the question we asked you. Why has Tom bought a new car? What were some of his reasons for buying a new car? He gave a lot.
Well, when Tom talked to the bank manager, he gave several reasons for wanting this car.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It's going to change my life.
Really?
It's going to give life meaning.
It's going to give life meaning. Le va a dar sentido a la vida.
Look at it. It's got class.
It's got class. Tiene clase.
Do you know how fast it goes? 135 miles an hour.
Yes, it goes at 135 miles an hour. 135 millas por hora. That's about 215 kilometers per hour. Too fast. Poor Tom.
Another important reason was the salesman. He was very good at his job, wasn't he? He said exactly the right thing.
This car is a dream.
Yes. How did you know?
It's every man's dream. They see a car like this and they dream of driving it with a beautiful woman in the passenger seat.
They dream of driving it with a beautiful woman in the passenger seat, en el asiento delantero. Not a very good reason for buying a car.
Well, on the other hand, no, of course not. But anyway, Tom gave a lot of reasons for buying the car. But the most important thing for Tom was...
But
Turn on the stereo. Oh, sounds great, doesn't it?
Wow!
the stereo.
Notice the salesman's exact words. Turn on the stereo. Enciende el radiocassette. This expression, turn on, is something that we call a phrasal verb. Un verbo con partícula.
Fíjate en la combinación de verbo, por ejemplo, turn, y partícula. En este caso, on. Es muy frecuente en inglés y tiene siempre un significado propio. Turn on significa encender un aparato.
You turn on the stereo. Or you can say, turn the stereo on.
Then, if you want it louder, you turn up the volume. Or you can say, turn the volume up.
Now it's too loud, so you turn down the volume. Or you can say, turn the volume down.
And finally, you turn off the stereo. Or you can say, turn the stereo off. These are all phrasal verbs. Turn on, turn up, turn down, turn off.
Let's go back to the story. Things have started to go wrong with the car, so Tom has decided to complain. Quejarse.
He thought the car was under guarantee, en garantía.
But unfortunately, He didn't read the small print on the contract. No leyó la letra pequeña del contrato.
Let's find out what happens to Tom's dream. And how does Tom try to persuade Marco to buy the car?
I went to the garage to complain. I thought the car was under guarantee.
Didn't you read the small print on the contract?
I didn't read it carefully enough. Oi! I've had a lot of trouble with this car.
She's like a racehorse.
It doesn't work.
An animal like this needs a lot of attention.
Well, I haven't the time or the money.
She's a lovely lady.
How much will you give me for it?
I can give you £3,000.
But I paid 7,000 for it.
Oh, yes, but it's not easy to sell a car like this nowadays. People want more practical cars.
But you...
It's the cost of the insurance and the petrol consumption.
You said every man dreamed of this car.
Oh, yes. Every man dreams about it. But only a foolish man would buy it.
She's a beautiful car.
I've always dreamed of a car like that. If I had a car like that, I'd...
If you bought this car, Marco, you wouldn't have to dream. But you have to be a brave man to make your dreams come true.
Yes.
Let's go for a drive, hmm?
I'd buy it if I could afford it. But I can't. I can't afford it.
Come on, just for fun.
What a terrible man. I think that's awful, trying to sell a car that doesn't work to a friend.
Tom's quite a good salesman, isn't he? Notice how he tried to persuade Marco.
I've always dreamed of a car like that. If I had a car like that, I'd...
If you bought this car, Marco, you wouldn't have to dream.
If you bought this car, Marco, you wouldn't have to dream. Si compraras este coche, ya no tendrías que soñar.
Here's another example.
It's a beautiful car, but it's just a bit too expensive. Of course, if I had the money, I'd buy it.
If I had the money, I'd buy the car. Tony, if I asked you out for a drink...
I'd say yes, please.
Good. Turn the lights down. Turn the music on. Turn the music up. Come on, Tony. Bye.
Bye.